Hello, Mrs. Ha. Okay, don't worry. Hello, Knock 2.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Knock 2?
Fine, I'm good.
Good. Hello, Son Tuan.
Hello, teacher.
So you are a new student, Son Tuan.
Yes, I am.
Okay, welcome to the class. Can you turn your camera on, please? Okay, Son Tuan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay. All right, can everyone turn their cameras on? Baotran. Hello, Baotran.
Hello,
How are you?
feel fresh.
You feel fresh? Good.
Yeah,
Not too tired, I hope. Hello, Bao Ling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Bao Ling?
Thank you.
Good. So, how do you think your midterm exams went?
I think it would be good.
Okay. Do you feel confident?
Not really.
Not
Um,
really. So-so. You think? So-so.
I think
Okay.
I will make more mistakes, but I did.
Okay. 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 When do you find the result?
Mm, I think it's pretty good because I'm not because I just practice it all.
Okay, good. So when do you get your mark?
Maybe next week.
Next week. Okay. Okay. Good luck with that, darling. Okay. Hope you get a good mark. Hello, Viet Ang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Viet Ang?
I'm good.
Good. Hello, Dat.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Dat?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Hello, Phung Ni.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Phung Ni?
I'm
How are
good.
you? Good. Were you away last week, Phung Ni?
I had a trip with my school last week, so
Okay. Yeah. Where did you go?
I went to Ninh Bình.
Ah, Ninh Binh.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
I like Ninh Binh. Yeah. How long did you stay there?
I stayed for 2 days.
Okay. Was it fun?
Yes, it was very fun.
Okay, good. Hello, Trami.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Trami?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Good. Hello, Fung Ling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Ling?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Can you turn your camera on, please? I can't see you.
Turn it on.
Okay.
Mm, my camera is not good.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Yes.
So were you were away Feng Ling last week?
I have joined in the military experience.
Sorry,
Mm.
I couldn't hear. Sorry, Feng Ling, I couldn't hear that. It was a little bit hard to hear. Can you say it again, please?
I have joined in the military experience.
Okay, the military experience.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And how was that? How was it?
Is not really good, but
Right.
um,
Is it, so you have to wake up early, I hear. Is that right?
yes, I have to
Every
wake up
morning.
early.
Yeah. What
Yes.
time? What time?
About 5 a.m.
Wow, that's very early. Every morning.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
every morning.
Okay. And what is the food like? Is the food any good?
No, it's so terrible.
Is it so terrible food and no sleep? Doesn't it
Yes.
doesn't sound like much fun.
Yes.
Terrible food, no sleep, and a lot of exercise, I guess.
Yes, a lot of exercise, and I have to walk it's like go in a long way
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you survived anyway. That's great. Great to have you back. That's good. Okay. Who else? Hello, Nokian.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Nokian?
I think I'm fine.
Good. Okay. Not too stressed, I hope. Okay, everyone. So welcome to class. Ciao M. It's good to see you all again. What we're going to be doing today is I want to concentrate. I know some of you did this, and I will look at that with you in just a moment. But the process diagram that looks at how power, how electricity is made. So we're going to concentrate on that because it's important that you know how to do this and that you know the sort of words, the vocabulary associated with this exercise. This exercise, I think, is not as hard as some of the graphs. This one is quite easy. Remember, with all task one exercises, all you are doing is describing what you see. And with something like the process diagram, which is just a picture, it's easy to describe the picture, much easier, I think, than trying to work out what a graph is trying to tell you. But anyway, we will look at that more in just a moment. Okay, but first of all, one thing I notice with your writing in general is the number of mistakes that people make with articles. So we're going to start with a short article test. This is both to test your knowledge and also to remind you of how to use articles. Now, I know some of you will have been doing this for a long time. I know that. But like I say, it's one of the most common mistakes I see in your writing is forgetting to use the correct article. If you want to get a high score in the Ielts or any English exam, you must know how to use articles correctly. Now, they are such small words, but they are very important. And if you make a mistake with them, the examiner, the marker, will take your score down, will take marks off if you make a mistake with these. Okay, so just very quickly, I'll remind you of the rules to do with articles. Okay, the indefinite articles a and an are used before nouns that are singular and common. Okay, so a common noun is pretty much most nouns. Any noun that is not a name is a common noun. A singular noun is something like car, car, a car. Car is singular. Cars are plural. Any word with an S on the end is plural. And also, as I'm sure you know, there are some words that are plural that don't have S's on the end. For example, the plural of child, knock two.
Yes.
What is the plural of child?
I don't know.
You know, okay. Okay. Try me.
It's children.
Correct. Children, of course, is the plural of child. Do you know that now, Noctu?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, children is the plural of child. So some plurals do not have an S on the end. So there's no such word as childs, of course. It is children. Anyway, so nouns that are singular, such as child or car, have an a before them. Nouns that are plural, such as cars or children, have a the before them. Okay, so that is the simple rule. Now, as always in English, there are exceptions to these rules, but these are the rules most of the time. So what I'm going to get you to do now for me is just the first 8 of these. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I know most of you know this, but this is just to give you extra practice because like I was saying, it's a very common mistake in your writing to me. And if you make this mistake in an exam, you won't get a high score. And these are such simple words that you should be able to do them. Okay. So I'm going to ask each of you to tell me what the correct article should be in each of these sentences. Okay. Not Kian, I'm going to start with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, not Kian. So just read me each sentence, please. Okay. Can you read me each sentence and please put in the correct article? Okay.
Ming is a busy taxi driver.
Okay. Next one, number 2.
King Arthur was a powerful king.
Number 3.
The lion let go of the mouse.
Number 4.
For I have made an appointment with the doctor.
Number 5.
I will take. Will you take uh, a, a picture of us?
Number 6.
I broke the vase my brother brought.
Number 7.
Uh, my mother has a red umbrella.
Sorry, which is the article, not Kian?
And
Okay. Number 8.
the team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay. Thank you, not Kian. Feng Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Feng Ling, can you do the same thing, please, as Nok Kian? Number 1.
Number 1 to 8.
Yes.
Ming is the taxi driver.
Yep. Number 2.
King Arthur was a powerful king. The
Number
lion
3.
let go of the mouth. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke I broke a vase my brother brought,
Okay,
and
number
my
7.
mother has a red umbrella.
Number
The
8.
team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, try me.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with a doctor. With the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother bought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Thank you, try me. Phong Ni.
Yes. Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother brought. My mother has a red umbrella, and the team organized a friendly match
One more.
with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, thank you, Phong Ni. Dat.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother brought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Thank you, Dat. Viet An. Viet An.
Ming is busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion get let go of the mouse. I have I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I brought the vest my brother brought. My mother had a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Thank you, Viet An. Bao Ling.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother bought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, Bao Tran.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of a mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctors. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother bought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, good. Suan Tuan. Son Tuan.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke the vase my brother brought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, and finally, Nok Tu. Nok Tu.
Ming is a busy taxi driver. King Arthur was a powerful king. The lion let go of the mouse. I have made an appointment with the doctor. Will you take a picture of us? I broke a friends of my brother bought. My mother has a red umbrella. The team organized a friendly match with the best team unfriendly match. Friendly match with the best team of Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, good. The team organized a friendly is the word, not two, friendly match
Yes.
with the best team from Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, thank you everyone. So almost 100%. Okay, just a couple of things people got wrong. Let me see. The main ones were the ones at the end. Okay. I broke the vase or vase my mother brought. Okay, number 6 should be the. A couple of people got that wrong. My mother has a red umbrella. A, number 7. And everyone else got number 8 right. Yeah, so just those ones. So that's good, everyone. Okay, that's good. So most of you got 100%, which is great. All right, so you just need to remember. So that tells me that you all know how to use the articles, which is good. You just need to remember to use them. So pretty much every noun that you use will have an article in front of it somewhere. And by somewhere, I mean sometimes, as in this first sentence, there will be an adjective in the way. Okay, this first one here, Ming is a busy taxi driver. Okay, so the a is attached to the noun, which is taxi, of course, but there is an adjective in the way. But you must remember to put the article here before the adjective and the noun. Sometimes, of course, there is no adjective, such as in number 3. Okay, the lion. Okay, there's no adjective before lion. But if there was an adjective, for example, the hungry lion let go of the mouse, you still need to have an article there. So, like I say, you've shown me that you know how to use articles, which is great, everyone. Just please remember to do it, to use them. That's very good. Okay. Are there any questions about that? Right. What we're going to be looking at now is, for the rest of this lesson, is okay. Bao Ling, can you see the process chart, Bao Ling?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Now, some of you have already done this as homework. All right. For the rest of you, we're going to spend the rest of the lesson writing this out correctly. And I will first of all discuss it with you. So, as I was saying before, I think things like process charts and maps are actually the easiest of the task 1 choices that you will get to do, because all you are doing is describing what you can see in front of you. All you have to do is describe in words what you can see. You don't really have to work out what this picture means. You can already see what it means. It means this is how electric power is made. All you have to do is describe the different steps in the process. So as always, we use pot. We use pot as the structure for our answer. So P, as I'm sure you all remember, P stands for paraphrase, O is an overview paragraph, and then T for 2 detail paragraphs. Pot, okay? Always remember pot for answering these task 1 questions. And always, as Kang Ling has done here. Kang Ling, are you here yet, by the way? I haven't seen you. I'll have a quick look, just check and see if she's here. No, she's not. Okay. As Kang Ling has done here, you can see you always start your overview paragraph with the word overall or dat. What is the other way of starting this paragraph? Can you remember?
It can be clearly seen that
Correct. Thank you, Doug. As can be clearly seen. As can be clearly seen. Okay, so you always start your overview paragraph with either overall or as can be clearly seen. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is paraphrase what this is all about. So in this case, this is the title of the diagram. So you need to paraphrase these words. And again, I will go through it very quickly just to remind you, because again, some of you are making mistakes with this. And actually, you shouldn't be by now. You should know this. Son Tuan. Okay, Son Tuan, do you know what a synonym is for shows? Can you think of another word instead of saying shows?
Actually, no.
Okay, so I want you to think of a word that means the same as shows, Son Tuan. Means the same.
Display.
Displays is one. Okay, that's good. Okay, so there are several words you can use here. Displays. What's another one? Knock two.
What?
Instead of saying shows, what else can you say?
Illustrates.
Illustrates. Good. Can you think bao ling of another word?
Demonstrate.
Demonstrates. Good. Okay, so that's three of them. So we've had displays, illustrates, demonstrates, and there are more. Okay, but those are the main ones you need to know. All right, so that is one word that you will use in your paraphrase. Then you just need to think of another way of saying this, the process of using water to produce electricity. So a very easy way of paraphrasing it would be by saying this diagram illustrates how water is used to make electricity. How water, so you can see I've put water over here, how water is used to make, I've used make instead of produce electricity. So that's a very simple paraphrase. And that's really all you have to do for this sort of diagram. But you must do a paraphrase. Please don't just copy out this as your first sentence. Otherwise, you will not get a very high mark. If you want to get a high mark, you must do a paraphrase of this, either by changing some of the words using synonyms, or just by changing the order of some of the words, just like I did then. This diagram illustrates how water is used to make electricity. So I've just changed the order of a couple of the words, but I've done a paraphrase. So that is enough to show the examiner that I know how to do a paraphrase. Okay, next thing you need to do is your overview paragraph, of course, the O part of pot, which, as I just said before, you must start with either overall or as can be clearly seen. Again, I'm using Kang Ling's answer as an example for you here. Okay, so she said there are a total of 6 steps to produce electricity with 2 main stages. Okay, so remember, this is just a summary of what you see here. All of this is a summary. And again, very simple. All you do is look at, what is this picture telling me? It's telling me how electricity is made. And I can see there are 6 steps in this, beginning with and ending with, okay, something simple. Remember always, KIS, KISS, keep it simple. Then with your 2 detailed paragraphs, of course, you go into more detail about what each step is. So, Kang Ling is not here. Are you there yet, Kang Ling? Not sure why she's not here, actually. Okay. Bao Ling, Tra Mi, Dat, and Nok Kian. I will review yours with you in just a moment. Okay? I will review yours with you in just a moment. So you don't need to do anything. The rest of you, okay, I want the rest of you, I'll share the link with you now in chat. I want you to write the answer. Oops. Okay, everyone, you should be able to see the link in chat now. So I want you to go into the document and write the answer, okay, to this process diagram. So again, to summarize, paraphrase, all right? What are you paraphrasing? You're paraphrasing this, all right? Overview, which is a summary of, sorry, I'm not sharing the document, sorry. I forgot to share the document with you again. Okay, let me start again, everyone. Paraphrase, you are paraphrasing this, okay? Overview, you are giving a summary of this. Then 2 detail paragraphs, where you are describing in detail what is happening in each of the different stages. Are there any questions about that? Okay, please start. And I will come back to you in just a moment. In the meantime, all right, so Bao Ling, Tra Mi, Dat, and Nok Kian. I'm going to look at yours in detail now. So to let you know where you have gone wrong. So you don't need to write anything at the moment. Okay, Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Bao Ling. By the way, the others, can you please watch to see what I'm doing with Bao Ling? Because hopefully you will learn something from this. All right. Okay, Bao Ling, you are missing a word here.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what the word is, Bao Ling?
It's on.
Correct. Okay. Of how electric power is produced using water. Okay. So the rest of this is fine. Okay, Bao Ling, that's fine. So you have got as your overview. Okay. So you need to start, remember, with as can be clearly seen.
Yes.
Or overall, Bao Ling. Okay. Please remember to do that. Okay. Very important. And also easy to remember. So you know this is how you start your overview paragraph all the time. Okay, that's the way you start all the time. So it makes it easier for you because you know the words to start. As can be clearly seen, the entire process can be divided into 2 main parts: the natural process and the mechanical process. Actually, Bao Ling,
Yes.
that is very clever. No one else thought of that, Bao Ling. So that's very clever. All right. So that is, you are correct, but no one else did it that way. But what you did is good. So what you need to do is just, you can see how your answer is quite short, Bao Ling. So it's still supposed to be around 150 words, okay? All right. So you need to actually make it this a little bit longer.
Yes.
So, for example, you could say, what you've done here is fine, but you need another sentence or 2. The natural process and the mechanical process. The natural process begins with what? The natural process begins with what? Talk to me, darling.
Begin with evaporation.
True. Begins with evaporation. Okay.
And then
Which turns into what?
which turn and fall down in the reservoir and
Correct. And
go
then
down.
okay, good. And then that's fine. So you need one sentence. This is good for the natural process, and then one sentence for the mechanical process. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And you could say the mechanical process includes electricity being generated and then sent through high voltage cables to hospitals and schools.
Yes.
Does that make sense, Bowling?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Now let's look at what you have done with your first detail paragraph. Okay. What you've done is okay. I'd just be careful with things like this. You've got small clouds in the sky. Okay, Baoling, it doesn't say anywhere in the diagram that these clouds are small.
I just
All right?
because my is so short.
Okay. So just be careful you don't put things into your description that are not in the picture.
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't say here anything about small clouds. Okay, they could be big clouds. We don't know. It doesn't matter. Just saying clouds is fine. All right. So, which then releases precipitation in the form of rain. Okay, so this Baoling, this is a perfect phrase. Okay, that is excellent. Okay, that is a level 9 phrase. Okay, that's great that you know that. All right, just be careful with articles such as this here. This should be an okay? Not the natural process. If you say the natural process, that means that evaporation is the only natural process in the world, okay? Which is not true, of course. So when you use the, it means it is the only one of something. So must use must use a. A natural process, due to the heat of the sun, water evaporates to form clouds. Again, something like this you don't need, darling, okay? Where else are clouds? Okay, clouds are always in the sky. So you don't need to say that, all right? Which then releases precipitation in the form of rain falling down into the reservoir behind the dam. Okay. So far, so good. But you need a little bit more detail in this paragraph, okay? Secondly, when the reservoir's valve is open, the water, okay, don't need this, all right? The water flows into the turbines, okay? Don't need which. Get rid of that now. The water flows into the turbines, okay? And you need the which here. So the water doesn't rotate to generate electricity. The turbines rotate to generate electricity, okay? Please tell me if this doesn't make any sense. Okay, and that doesn't need an S on the end. The turbines rotate to generate electricity, okay? Afterwards, the water is pumped back into the reservoir while the valve is closed to store the water, okay? That's fine. Okay, finally, we haven't got to finally yet, all right? There's still the rest of the process to go. Okay, so you are using finally a bit too early, because what happens next is then you have to say what happens here.
They change to high voltage cables.
Yep.
Then they go to transformer station.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
And then, so your finally comes here.
Yes.
Okay, your finally should come here. And then finally it is sent through what? Through?
To underground cable.
Correct. To, where is it sent to?
Which is sent to hospital and school.
Yeah, and what are these? What is this?
The factory.
Correct. And what is this?
The home.
Yeah, so you need to say that as well. Okay. All right, so does that make sense, Bowling?
Yes.
That is how to improve your answer and to make it longer. Okay, so can you please now go into your answer and correct those things, please? Okay. Any questions, Bowling?
No, I don't have any.
Good. All right. Trami.
Yes.
Okay, Trami. So, have you read what I've corrected in your answer?
Yes, I have read it.
Good. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I will quickly go through it with you. So remember, so you didn't leave any spaces between your paragraphs, Trami. Okay, if you do that in the exam, that will take a mark off straight away. Okay, and it's a very, very silly way to lose a mark. Okay, okay, so just please remember, always leave a space between the paragraph. So overall, there are 3 stages, and again, you've just missed out some prepositions. Okay, so you've done a good. Your paraphrase is good, Trami. That's great, no problem. All right. Your overview, 3 stages in producing a power supply. Yeah, you need to use an article here.
Yes.
Always, because this power supply is a noun. A noun needs an article. Okay, 99% of the time. So please just always remember that. If you're using a noun, you must have an article somewhere, either before the noun or before the adjective. Okay, forms needs to be plural. Then it rains and the water drops into. Into is better than to. Into a reservoir. Okay, reservoir actually means somewhere to keep water. So you don't need to repeat that. Okay.
Yes.
It's like saying the water drops into a reservoir to keep water, to keep water. Okay, it's like repeating it. So you don't need to say the same thing again. Okay, so the water is then released from the reservoir dam through. Okay, again, remembering, keep it simple, KIS. I'm using one word, okay, instead of the 3 you are using. All right?
Yes.
The water is released through a valve, okay, to the turbine, okay, to make the electricity. Okay, you need to say what happens in the turbine. What does the turbine do? The turbine makes the electricity. So you need to say that. Next, the water is returned to the reservoir using a pump. So you missed that part out in the diagram. All right, you went on to describe this part, okay, but you didn't describe this part.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you need to remember to do all parts, and that answers your question in a way about how to make it longer. That would have made your answer a little bit longer, okay, if you'd put in what happens to the water. All right. Do you know this word here, Trami?
Yes, I think it's
yeah, via.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, via, yeah, or using. You can use either of those 2 words. So via is how something travels to somewhere. I went to visit Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum via taxi. Okay.
Yes.
I went to Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum using a taxi. Okay. Means the same thing. So via is just a useful word to know. So it's returned to the reservoir via a pump. Okay, and then you need to describe what happens to the electricity in this section. And to make it a bit longer, you need to maybe talk about these, what can you call these, Trami, these things here?
It's high voltage cables.
Yeah, and what are these?
To make electricity.
No, what are these? This sort of thing here, what is it called?
I think it's cables.
Yeah, this is the cable. What is holding the cable up though? What is this?
I don't have any idea.
Okay, so it is, one word is a tower. Tower. Do you know this word?
Yes.
Tower. Or actually a better word, if you can remember it, and always used with high voltage cables, is the word pylon. Pylon. Do you know this word at all? P is spelled P-Y-L-O-N. P-Y-L-O-N. Pylon. Pylon.
Yes.
A pylon is the name of a tower that carries electricity cables. Okay, that is the name of the tower. But if you don't remember that word, doesn't matter. Just say something like tower.
Yes.
Okay. Or even structure. Tower or structure, something like that. So the electricity is sent from the turbine via or using high voltage cables, which are supported by towers or pylons or structures. Okay?
Yes.
The electricity is then sent to a transformer station. Now, the good thing about this is that you don't need to know what the transformer station does. Do you know what it does, by the way, a transformer station?
I think it's a place to transform electricity
Yeah,
to people.
it is. What it does, actually, not to be too technical, it transforms the power into a voltage that can be used in places like houses and schools and cables. So the electricity that comes out of a turbine, to put this very simply, is very high powered. And if you were to plug your phone or laptop into this electricity, it would destroy it. Okay, it'd be too much power. So what this does, a transformer station, this is just for your general knowledge, by the way, Trami, okay? You don't need to know this for your answer, but just for your general knowledge, a transformer station actually makes the power, it makes it more suitable to be used in things like phones and laptops and washing machines, everything that we use, okay?
Yes.
So it makes the power weaker. There's a very, very simple way of explaining it. That's what a transformer station does. So always, when power is produced anywhere, it needs to go to a transformer station to make it weaker so it doesn't damage all the different appliances that we use. So like I say, though, that is just for your general knowledge. All right. So you don't need to know that for this answer, because you don't need to describe anything in your answer that you can't see here. So all you need to say is that the power goes through the voltage cables, goes to a transformer station. From the transformer station, it is sent via or using underground cables. It is sent to where, Trami?
To the transformer station.
Yeah, and after that, yeah, it
To
is sent to where?
buildings such as hospitals, schools,
Yeah, and what's this?
factories.
Yeah, and what's this?
Is house.
Correct. Yes, it's a house. So it's sent to places such as hospitals, schools, factories, and houses.
Yes.
Okay. So does that make sense, Charmy?
Yes. I
Okay.
understand it.
Good. Okay. So can you please, correct your answer? All right.
Yes.
All right. Any question for me?
No, thank you.
Okay. Good. Okay. Dut, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, Dut. So hopefully you've heard what I was saying to Bao Ling and to Tra Mi, okay, about their answers. So the first thing you need to do, Dut, okay, you need to paraphrase this. All right?
Yes.
Okay, remember, you always have to paraphrase the title. As I say, please don't copy this title. Otherwise, you won't get a high mark. All right, so you must think of a way to paraphrase that. So that's the first thing to do. Okay. So, sorry, can you hear me, Dut?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Dut. So transmitted is not the correct word to use for water. Water is transported or sent. Transmitted is only used with something like energy, such as electricity, for example. Okay, so water is not transmitted. Actually, another diseases, by the way, germs are transmitted too. I just remembered. Okay, but not water. So you have to think of another word for water, but not transmitted. So such as transported down to the turbine where the electricity is made and sent to the transformer station. Okay. To be distributed to hospitals and schools. Okay, so that's fine. So your summary is fine, Dut. Okay, just a few wrong words. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So detail paragraph 1. In order to make electricity, the following process takes place. Good. Good first sentence. So the sun heats the seawater, then it evaporates and accumulates in clouds. Okay, good. That's fine. Good use. This is a good word. Dot. That is correct. Good. After that, it rains. The rainwater is stored in the reservoir, and the rainwater, again, can't use transmitted. Okay, so use transported. Another word is piped. Piped. Piped is the verb for anything that you send somewhere using a pipe. You know what a pipe is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if something is sent using a pipe, you can use the verb piped, okay, instead of transported. So the water is piped to the turbine. In other words, it goes through a pipe to the turbine. So you've got slightly confused here, I think, Dut, with the process. You've got back to the pump to make electricity. So the water doesn't go back to the pump to make electricity. Where does it go, Dut? The water goes back to the pump to go where?
To go to the reservoir.
Correct. Okay. So this part here doesn't make any electricity. The water just goes back to the reservoir. Okay. This obviously is the part that makes electricity. Okay. So, okay, so that's why I've put that sentence in there. All right. At the next stage, electricity is sent. Okay. So we need to talk about electricity rather than energy. Is sent through the high voltage cables, okay, to the transformer station. And again, the transformer station doesn't create the electricity. The transformer station transforms the electricity. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So again, the electricity is actually made here, and then the electricity is sent through the high voltage cables to the transformer station. Okay, from the transformer station, it is then sent on the underground cables to these places. So again, as you can see, I have written here. So what I want you to do, Dutch, is to correct what you have written, okay, using my suggestions. All right? So can you please rewrite your answer using my suggestions into the correct answer? Does that make sense, Dart?
Yes.
Okay, so again, I just want to make sure you understand the process. So you are mostly right, Dart, okay? So obviously here, you can see the water is heated by the sun, it evaporates, turns into rain, which fills the reservoir. Okay, the water is then released from the dam through a valve, okay, to the turbine. The water is then returned through a pump to the reservoir. In the meantime, the turbine makes electricity, which is sent using or via high voltage cables to the transformer station. From the transformer station, the electricity is sent using underground cables. Where is it sent to, Dut?
It's sent to hospital, school, and factory and house.
Yeah, correct. And houses, okay? Not just one house, okay? Many houses. Even though it's only got a picture of one house, you know that means it's many houses, okay? All right, does that make sense, Dut, what I want you to do?
Yes.
Okay, good. So please do that now. Not Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, not Kian, sorry to keep you waiting. Can you hear me, not Kian?
I still can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, not Kian. So, all right. So what you need to do again is you choose a lot of the right words, not Kian. Okay, you're good at choosing the right words, but then you make simple mistakes with spelling them wrongly. Okay, so if you want to improve your English, you have to remember to spell. All right. For example, this sentence here, not Kian, or this phrase here. Can you see it, not Kian?
Yes.
Okay. What do the words say, not Kian? What do these words say?
I guess is this process.
Yeah. And what's the next word?
Illustrated.
Correct. Okay. So, all right. So what is wrong? So you have the correct words, not Kian. Okay. You have the correct words, but they are you haven't written them properly. Okay. Okay. So what is the first correction, not Kian?
Wait.
Here. What is the first thing you need to correct here?
This.
Yes. Okay. How do you spell this?
GHINS.
Correct. Okay. There is no S here. All right. You have not put the S in. Right. Okay. So you need an S like this. Okay. Now it is correct. So you need to be more careful, Nokian. Okay. So like I say, you know the words. All right. You know the correct words. How do you spell illustrates, Nokian? Can you remember?
ILLU.
Correct. ILL. Okay. So remember, if this was a test, you would lose marks for this. all right, which is a very annoying way to lose marks because you know the answer. So you just have to be more careful. All right, so you are right. So it just needs another L there. This process illustrates the process through which water is used to produce electrical power. Okay, all right. So then you need an overview paragraph. What are the two ways we start an overview paragraph with, Nokian?
It can be clearly seen that
Yes, it can be clearly seen that. What is the other way? Can you remember?
overall.
Correct. Okay, so you must start your paragraph with one of those two words. In this case, probably it can be clearly seen that is the better one to use. Okay, so please remember to start your overview paragraph with that. All right, then you need to do just the summary of what you can see here. So please tell me, not Kian, what can you see? Please tell me. What happens? Just talk to me, not Kian. What can you see in the
I have
diagram?
to describe of this.
Yes, just describe it to me.
The sea. Wait.
Yeah, the sea. What?
Let me think. Oh shit.
Maybe start with this, Nokian. What is this?
Wait, I'm lagging. I can see.
Okay. Can you see this, Nokian? What is this? Where I have the pointer. What is this?
Is that a sun? Yeah, it's a sun.
The sun. Correct. Okay. So start with that. The sun does what to the sea, Nokian? The sun does what?
Heat.
Heats. The sun heats the sea. Good. Or the sun heats the sea water. What happens to the seawater next? It does what? The word is here.
Evaporation.
Yeah. So evaporates is the verb we need to use. Okay. Evaporates is the verb. All right. So the sun heats the water. Okay. The water evaporates and turns into a what? What is this?
Cloud.
Correct. All right. And then what happens to the cloud?
When the cloud rains the water.
Yes. Correct.
In a reservoir.
Correct. Good. In the reservoir. Okay. The reservoir behind the what? What is this?
Dam.
The dam. Correct. Good. Okay. Then what happens? The water from the reservoir
through the dam.
It flows through the what?
Turbine.
Turbine. Yeah. Pronounced turbine. Turbine. Okay. Turbine. What happens? What does the turbine do? The turbine what does the turbine do? It makes what? What does the turbine make?
The turbine make electrical power.
Good. Exactly. Okay. So you can see this is not difficult. Okay. All you're doing is just describing what happens at each stage of the picture. So the turbine makes electrical power. In the meantime, what happens to the water? Where does the water go?
After spinning the turbine,
yes.
Water is passed back to the reservoir.
Correct, not Kian. That is perfect English. Okay, correct. You are correct. Exactly right. Then the electricity goes from the turbine, okay, to where?
To a transformer station called
it does to the transformer. Correct. Okay, you are getting better at this, not Kian. Okay, you're doing well. Okay, now in your answer to me, you told me, yeah, what happens, okay, in the transformer station, okay, which is correct, okay. But the only problem with that, okay, it doesn't say that in the diagram, okay, so you don't need to talk about it. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's good that you know what happens in a transformer station, but unfortunately, it doesn't say that in the diagram, so you can't write about it. So all you can say is that the electricity is sent from the turbine through high voltage cables to the transformer station. Okay, you don't need to say what happens in the transformer station because it doesn't tell you. Okay, you can't write about what it doesn't tell you. All right, then what happens to the electricity once it leaves the transformer station?
They will be
Where does it go?
they will be delivered to hospitals, schools, factories, and houses.
Correct. Okay, that's good, Nokian. So can you, does this make sense now? Can you see how actually simple this is?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So can you please write about that now? Okay. Can you please click on the link in chat and please write about what we have just discussed, what you have described to me, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Any question, Nokian?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. So again, this is why I'm saying these ones, this sort of exercise, even though it looks a little bit difficult, it's actually not. All right. All you are doing is just describing each stage, each step. All right. One after the other. That's all you need to do for these exercises. Okay. Thank you, Nokian.
Yes.
Okay. Feng Ling.
Yeah.
Hi, Feng Ling. Can you turn your camera on so I can see you, please?
My camera is not working.
All right. Sorry, you said that already. Okay. Sorry, you did. Okay, Feng Ling. So just looking at your writing, okay? So can you see what I have highlighted, Feng Ling, in the document? Okay. So that's perfect, Feng Ling. That's great. Okay, no mistakes. Very good. All right. This one here, Feng Ling, can you see what I've highlighted? The preposition?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That of is not the correct preposition for here. All right. It needs to be either. Can you tell me what preposition it should be? What do you think?
6 steps to making water from water.
Yes, correct. You're correct. So it should be either to or in. Okay. Oh, just choose one. Okay, choose one of them, not both. Good. Okay. To making electricity from water, beginning with Okay, just be careful. Again, if this was a test, they would take a mark off you for this. Okay, your spelling.
Evaporation.
Yeah, evaporation. Okay, should be spelled like this. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 6 steps to making electricity, beginning with evaporation and ending with the power supply to various destinations. Okay, that's good. I think for this overview, you probably need another sentence in your overview. Okay, so this is fine. All right, but because remember, this is supposed to be 150 words. Okay, you probably need one more sentence. So something like, for example, so you've got beginning with evaporation, okay? And then you would just need to maybe just have a little bit about what happens here. Evaporation, okay? Beginning with evaporation, then the water falls as rain into a reservoir where it is sent to a turbine and turned into electricity and then sent to hospitals, schools, and houses. Okay, something like that. So just a little bit longer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now let's have a look at your detailed paragraphs. Firstly, the seawater, having been exposed to the sun, evaporates and forms clouds. Okay, good. This is all good, Fung Ling, okay? No problems.
Yes.
The rainwater falls on the land. Does it fall on the land? Maybe. Maybe also falls in the water, all right? Probably don't need to say on the land, okay? Just the rainwater falls and there is a preposition missing here. The rainwater falls on the land and do you know what it is? Any idea, Fung Ling?
Is that it? Story?
Just that one.
No.
Okay, it's that. I put it in. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Can you read me this sentence, please, Fung Ling?
The rainwater falls on the land and is then stored in the reservoir.
Good, correct. Okay, I just want you to read it to give you practice at putting this is in, okay? The rainwater falls on the land and is then stored in the reservoir. This pattern of words is very common in English. So something happens and then something else happens, okay? So using is here is very common. Okay. Again, careful with words like this. We don't know the dam is huge. All right, it doesn't say.
Yes.
So you take that out. So you can only write about the things that it says in the diagram. So if it doesn't say huge dam or big dam, you can't say it. You best not to mention it. Okay. The dam is built to store the water flow could preserve the water. That sentence isn't quite correct, okay? The dam in the reservoir, then stored in the reservoir. Let me correct this for you, Fung Ling, okay? Okay? The water is stored in the reservoir behind the dam. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What happens next? Fung Ling, tell me. What happens next to the water?
Uh,
Have a-
then the water.
Sorry, Fung Ling, I couldn't hear that. Can you tell me again?
The water go through the valve.
Correct.
Then
And goes where?
go to the turbine.
Good. Okay, this is pronounced turbine, by the way. Turbine. Okay. So the water, good, flows through the valve to the turbine. Good. What do you think happens in the turbine? What happens in the turbine?
Turn around and it's make electricity.
Correct. Okay. The water flows through the valve to the turbine, okay, where it makes electricity. Okay. What happens to the water next?
Then the water come back the reservoir to the pump.
Yeah. And then goes where?
Reservoir.
Yes.
Is go
back to the reservoir. Okay. So you can say the water, this is a new sentence, the water is returned to the reservoir through a pump.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
The water is then returned to the reservoir through a pump. In the meantime, what happens to the electricity? Where does it go?
The electricity goes to the high voltage plus
Yes.
and then
And where does it go? Goes to the where?
and then it go to the transformer station.
Correct. Okay. Remember to use the article there. I don't know if I heard it. It goes to the transformer station or a transformer station.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, where does it go?
And after that, it's go to hospitals, schools, home
And what is this?
uh,
What do you think this is?
Is factory.
Yes, it's a factory. Good. Good guess. Okay, so the power goes to, okay, you're right, homes, factories, hospitals, and schools. All right. So you've got mostly the right idea, but just here you're using some of the wrong words. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So really you need to, like, all the sentence here isn't quite right. So you need to get rid of that. All right. So you're right here. When the water that can go reaches the appropriate level, okay, right, so this is a noun. What does it need in front of it? Fung Ni?
Of the valve.
Yes, correct. Okay, remember articles. Oh, good. All right. Again, you don't need to say this, Fung Ni, okay? It is correct, of course, but it doesn't show it in the diagram, so you don't need to say it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You only need to describe what you can see.
Yes.
Okay, the turbine then, when the water reaches the appropriate level, the valve of the dam is opened. Okay, the turbine I'll just correct this. I'll leave that in because you are correct. Okay, it just doesn't say it in the diagram. Okay, you need another preposition in here because of the power of the water. And then what does that do? What does the turbine make? Phung Nhi?
I make electricity.
Right, the turbine starts to turn at high speed because of the power of the water and makes, again, very simple, makes
Electricity.
Yeah. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, again, like I say, it's very simple. These exercises are not difficult, okay? And you know all these words already. I know you do. It's just putting them together in the right order. The water come back, okay? Instead of saying come back, there's a word beginning with R. That means comes back. Can you think of what the word I mean?
Study.
Can you see what I'm typing? The water.
Re
What is the rest of the word, Phung Nhi? First of all, what do I need before water?
the
Yes,
water.
the water. Remember, water is a noun, needs an article.
Yes.
Okay, the water does what?
Return.
Yes, returns, which means goes back. Okay, but I'm using one word instead of your two. The water returns to the reservoir through a pump. Okay, good. So now what you need to do is describe where the electricity goes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so does what I do, does this make sense to you, how I've changed it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. All right, thank you, Phung Lin. So you have the right idea, Phung Lin, okay? But you are just not using all the correct words, that's all right? But just remember, you can use just simple words, just tell the story of what happens to the electricity, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Phung Lin. Okay, Phung Nhi.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see what I'm doing, Phung Nhi?
Yes.
Okay, that is correct, Phung Nhi. Good. Your paraphrase is fine. Hang on, Phung Nhi. I'm just trying to find you. Where are you? I'm just trying to find you on the... Can you turn your camera on, please, Phung Nhi?
I'm still turned on my camera.
It's still turned on? Okay.
She's still turned on, yes.
Ah, there you are. Sorry, I couldn't see. Now I can see you. Okay, thank you, Phung Nhi. All right. Okay, Phung Nhi. So that is correct. It can be clearly seen. Good. Okay, that the process has 6 steps, beginning with the water from rain in the reservoir being transported to the turbine and the power being provided to buildings such as hospitals, schools. Okay, I'm glad you did this, Phung Nhi, because this is something I'm trying to tell all the Vietnamese students. Please don't do this in English writing, okay? Using those dots, okay? That is not a good thing to do with English writing. If you do that in a test, they will take a mark off you for doing that. So you just need to say such as hospitals and schools. All right. I know what you mean, but that is never used in English to mean that. Okay. If you were going to use that in English, or you would type this. Can you see what I've typed, Phung Nhi?
Yes.
Okay, but again, in a test, you shouldn't really do that. Okay, you use etc. Okay, so that is what you use in English instead of those 3 dots that you've used. Okay, if you really want to do that. But in a test, you shouldn't really say etc. Okay, just better to actually use the words or don't use them at all. All right, and you don't need this. Okay, so your overview is fine now, all right? So the only change I made really was I took out those 3 dots, all right, and just made it such as hospitals and schools. All right, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, Phung Ni. At first, the heat of the sun evaporates water in the sea. After that, the water rises and makes clouds. When it rains, the water from the rain drops into a reservoir behind the dam. Good. Secondly, the valve opens to release water to the turbine. After spinning in the turbine, the water sends electricity through high voltage cables. The turbine, the water sends electricity through the high voltage cables. Okay, just the sentence here is not quite correct, okay? Needs to be another small preposition here. Phung Ni, can you tell me what it is? A preposition, a little one.
Sorry, I have no idea.
This. Okay, so just your grammar wasn't quite correct. And what is the name of the station?
A transformer.
Correct. So you need to write that. Okay, I'll do it for you. Save time. Okay, can you please read that sentence for me, Phung Ni?
After spinning in the turbine, the water sends electricity through high voltage cable and is transported to the transformer station.
Good. Okay, good. So again, I just wanted to get you used to using those prepositions and that grammar. Okay, so the electricity through the high voltage cables and is transported to the transformer station. Okay. Instead of using after all is not quite correct. Okay, I would use this word. Okay. Then the water is pumped back to the reservoir and the valve closes to store water. Good. Okay. Finally, the electricity is produced and delivered to schools, hospitals by underground cables. Okay, so just need to have a little bit longer in your second paragraph, Phung Ni. All right, and you need to say it. So finally, the electricity is, it's not produced by the transformer station. The transformer station transforms electricity. Sent from where, Phung Ni?
From transformer station.
Okay, the transformer station. Remember your articles. And delivered to schools, hospitals, and what else, Phung Ni? Schools, hospitals, what are these?
Underground cable.
No, not the cable, I mean these buildings. What is this building?
Sorry, I don't know.
Begins with F. Have a guess. Where are things made?
Sorry,
You know where things are made, Phung Ni. They are made in a factory. It's exactly what it is. And what is this, Phung Ni?
I don't know.
I'm sure you do. What do you think it looks like?
A house.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's a house. Okay, so delivered to schools, hospitals, and what am I going to say?
House.
But not just one house, is it? What is the plural?
A house.
Houses. Okay, everything here is plural. Schools, hospitals, factories, and houses by underground cables. Okay, so that is correct now, Phung Ni. So what you've done is 80% correct. All right, so I just changed some of your grammar and I added in a little bit more detail. Does that make sense, Phung Ni, what I've done?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right, so now it is almost lunchtime, so time to stop. Phung Ni. Okay, everyone, it's 12 o'clock, so time to stop the lesson for today. Thank you. So what I will do next week with you is that I will go through this essay with the people I haven't talked to yet. All right, I will go through with the people I haven't talked to yet, but I'm spending time on this because it's very important that you understand how to answer this particular sort of question and also how easy it is. At first glance, I know these processes, they look complicated, but they are not. Okay, you still use pot, P-O-T, to answer them, to describe them. And all you need to do is describe in simple but correct English what you see in the picture. That's all you need to do. And as always, like I said, pot. Paraphrase is your first paragraph. Overview, which starts with overall, or it can be clearly seen that. All right, that is your second paragraph. Then 2 detailed paragraphs just describing what you can see in the picture. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson for today. Thank you for paying attention, everyone. So like I say, next week, I will finish doing this with the people that I haven't done so already, and we will go on to another diagram, a map, I think. Map is the next one we need to do. Are there any questions before we go? All right, Tu and Son, you're going to stay behind, I think.
Yes. Okay.
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 All right.
Goodbye,
Thank you.
everyone.
All right. Tum be it, everyone. Have a good day. See you next week. Tum be it. Tum be it.
Okay.